What up, Screen Fiends? I'm GB, and you're tuned in to Headz TV, where we like to discuss all the wonderful things appearing on your movie and your TV screens. In this episode, I'm going to give my predictions for the next episode of Game of Thrones. That's going to be Season 7, Episode 2, titled Stormborn. Alright, so Season 7, Episode 2, titled Stormborn. The synopsis reads, Daenerys receives an unexpected visitor, Jon faces a revolt, and Tyrion plans the conquest of Westeros. Alright, there's obviously going to be more plot lines than just these three, but let's try and get these three out of the way in a timely fashion so I can try and fit in the other ones, right? Alright, so Daenerys receives an unexpected visitor. I highly believe that this unexpected visitor is going to be Euron Greyjoy. I know a lot of people are thinking it's going to be Jon, but I don't think Jon is going to get there yet. I think this episode is going to be about Jon trying to get everybody else to understand why they have to partner up with a crazy Targaryen, right? So I think that Dany's unexpected visitor will be Euron and the Greyjoy fleet. I did a video explaining my thoughts and theories on what I think Euron's priceless gift for Cersei will be, and I think out of the four I came up with, I believe 2 or 3 of them have to do with him going to Dragonstone. So I think he's gonna have to either get him his hands on a dragon somehow, see my other video to see how, or he's gonna have to grab somebody up. And I also explained in that video who I think that person most likely will be. I think it's going to be either one or multiple sand snakes. He'll either kill them and bring Cersei the heads, or he'll bring them alive. But it's quite possible that it could be, Tyrion. Maybe Dany gets kidnapped. I mean, Game of Thrones is an exciting show, and unexpected, exciting things happen all the time. So who knows? But that's who I think the unexpected visitor will be. I think it'll be the Greyjoy fleet. And I think they will be successful in acquiring something. Maybe it's not what Euron goes there to get, but I think they will get their hands on something or someone that Cersei will covet or enjoy or want. Whatever. Covet and want mean the same thing, right? Okay. Next, Jon faces a revolt. Now, I think this is going to be all because of Jon wanting to partner with a Targaryen. So I believe he's going to get the raven that Sam sent, telling him that there's dragon glass at Dragonstone. And then he's going to want to group up, head over there, and kind of join forces with Dany in a way. But I believe that even without any outside influence, most of the Northerners are going to be skeptical at the very least about joining up with a crazy Targaryen, right? But I think on top of that, Littlefinger is going to be planting seeds behind the scenes or in the shadows of, her father was the Mad King, so she could very well be crazy too and all this other stuff, and he's going to add fuel to the fire. I also think Littlefinger is going to start to drive a wedge between Sansa and Jon and Jon's claim on the throne. I believe that Littlefinger has information about who Jon's real parents are, and I believe that he may leak this at least to Jon this episode, which will spark Jon thinking, and he'll probably tell Sansa, which will get Sansa thinking that, oh, I'm the rightful heir then, not Jon. And I think that's going to be Littlefinger's game now, is that he's in the north. He's going to try to push Jon out so that Sansa could take the lead, and then ultimately he takes the lead eventually. I think that's his plan at this moment. So I think we'll see some of that as well. And that'll all lead to the revolt also. Do I think Jon is going to make it to Dragonstone this episode? Maybe by the very end. And that could also add into Daenerys receives an unexpected visitor. Maybe Jon comes while they're fighting Euron and actually helps them fight off Euron. Who knows? But I don't think him getting to Dragonstone is going to be a main part of this episode. I think they're going to save that for the next one. Then we have Tyrion plans the conquest of Westeros. So it'll be Tyrion and Dany, and possibly Varys, maybe some other people. Grey Worm trying to figure out how to conquer Westeros, and they'll be using the big map table, and you'll start to see the pieces going all around and everything. Now, I also think we're going to see some Cersei, even though she's not in here, and we'll see the same thing from Cersei, is her planning out her defense of Westeros using her giant map on the floor. So we'll kind of see that happening simultaneously, different scenes, but it'll be happening at the same time as far as the timeline goes. Definitely think that that's going to be the case there. Now, who knows Westeros better than Tyrion? Not too many. So I think he's going to have an easy time at planning the conquest, but a hard time at making everybody else understand why these moves are the smart moves. And using the people, like, he's going to know not to just deploy the Dothraki until needed, because the Dothraki are going to rape and pillage. And I think he's going to have some resistance on some of his choices in carrying out the war. Even though he is the hand of the queen, he's not the ruler. So there still can be quite a bit of resistance there. And then I think from the preview, we'll see Arya. She'll be making her way towards the castle, and it looks like she's going to have a run-in with some wolves. Maybe she'll be saved by the one direwolf that's still alive besides Ghost, and that's Nymeria. Maybe Nymeria won't play a part at all. I doubt it, seeing as how there's going to be some sort of wolf involved. And who knows, maybe this will derail her journey to King's Landing, but I don't see too much derailing Arya's, maybe just her love for her family and hearing about Jon and Sansa will make her want to go back north to Winterfell, but I don't think she's going to. I think she's going to stick to her guns and head south, and I do think she's going to slaughter those Lannister soldiers as well. I don't know if we'll get too much of Sam, because what else do we have? We know now that he's studying. I don't think we're going to be seeing Sam every single episode, so I think we probably take a break from Sam, and I also think we might take a break from the Hound also, but we'll get more of Euron. And I think that's pretty much how this episode's going to play out. I think it's going to be action a little bit. It's going to be more action than episode 1, but it's still going to be kind of setup. I think once we hit episode 3 or 4, it's going to be running full speed, basically. Full speed ahead all the way to the end of season 8. That's what I think. Alright, that's it for this one. Sound off down below. Let me know what you think about my somewhat predictions. Not really predictions. I don't know. Let me know what some of your predictions are, what you think is going to happen in the next episode. Or if you want to discuss anything Game of Thrones related, definitely hit me up in the comments down below. Thanks again, as always, for watching. It's always appreciated. You guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.